Let's diagnose ourselves with mental illnesses. Would you guys like to diagnose yourselves with mental illnesses based on an online video? I would.
Passive-aggressive personality disorder.
Oh, I got it, baby. I got that shit. I'm passive as I'm aggressive as both. Same time. Sometimes I'll punch someone and then they'll look at me and I'll just be like, I'm That's what that is, right?
Imagine you're 25 years old with passive-aggressive personality disorder. This condition makes you a master of saying one thing but meaning the complete opposite with your actions. When someone does something that is bound to piss even Mother Teresa off, you will act like you're totally fine even when you're not.
That's fine. No, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you ran over my dog. I mean, whatever. Accidents happen, you know.
So instead of...
Why is it relevant that you're 25, though? That's what I don't get. I think it's like, imagine you're 25 and you have this disorder. Like, wouldn't all these things apply regardless of your age? Why was the age necessary to put in there?
Of erupting like a volcano and letting your feelings out, you'll just hold things in and simmer and bubble like boiling water until you eventually burst. The thing is, you find it really uncomfortable confronting people when you're pissed. So you'll rather...
I'm super uncomfortable with it, man. I can't even do it, man. I can't confront no fucking buddy about nothing. Like, this guy came to me the other day and he's like, you know, confront me, TJ, confront me. I was like, fuck you, bitch. I ain't confronting shit. And I knocked his ass the fuck out. Hey, if you like this clip, you might like the full stream, which I do every Sunday, more or less, over on the Pessimist Productions Patreon, link down below. Thank you kindly. Oh, the disorder goes away at 26. That's why. Okay. This one deals with itself. It kind of works itself out of your system by 26 or so.
Sometimes you'll use sarcasm and backhanded comments to hide your true feelings, and this would make it very difficult for people to understand you or your feelings. But at the same time, you're still the same person who would be constantly complaining about feeling underappreciated or misunderstood. Passive-aggressive disorder is mostly seen in people who grew up in an environment where direct expression of emotions, especially anger, is discouraged or punished. Like your parents literally never want to see you show anger to anything, even when you have the right to be angry. Schizoid
All right, who got the first one? Who here got that? 1 for 1. Hey, so you're of Ivano. Passive-aggressive Ivano. Cool. We got one guy. Not me, not me. I'm more aggressive. 0 for 1. Don't bother telling me if you're not. Just anybody else, let me know if you are. We got one person in here. Most of you guys are just aggressive, but we do have one passive-aggressive person. All right, Ivano, you are our token passive-aggressive person. Congratulations. Now it's time to learn about schizoids.
Personality disorder. Now, you've most likely gotten to a point in your life when you just wanted to be alone and relax. Enjoy your peace and quiet without any interruptions.
Amen.
But you eventually get over that phase and come out to socialize again. Well, someone with schizoid personality disorder never gets over this silent time. They're practically in a committed and very serious relationship with solitude. If you have this...
Well, I don't have it. What the f? Why is this got to be... Why is this a disorder? Why that's a disorder? If they're happy, they just want to be alone, minding their own fucking business. They ain't hurting nobody. Why the f we got to go impose some kind of social shit on them? That ain't even disorder. I object to the inclusion of this here. So we're skipping it. I don't have it. But it's not a problem. You like to be alone, big fucking deal.
Relationships. Sadistic personality disorder.
That's what I'm talking about. Little Chucky doll looking motherfucker there. Sadistic personality disorder, baby. Who got this? Let's find out.
Sadistic personality disorder is like being the schoolyard bully who never changed or became a better person.
Cool.
It's like you derive joy from causing misery and pain to people, and watching other people get scared makes you feel very happy and satisfied.
It gives you a big old boner, don't it? You can't see it because he's a stick figure, but he got a big old boner right now. Your misery makes me happy.
Instance, someone who has a sadistic personality disorder would purposely set up dangerous objects like knives to physically hurt another person. The sickest part of it,
Do they use them to stab the person, or do they set them up? How do you set up knives? What does that mean? Like, you stick them onto the ground, you stick them on walls, you hope someone scrapes across it? Like, what?
is that they would do it over and over again. This disorder is often seen among people who grew up in an environment where cruel...
Oh yeah, Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. That kid's definitely got this shit, right? Sadistic personality disorder for sure. In fact, his whole family kind of crazy and sadistic.
Was the norm, but sometimes some people are just born this way. It's like their brain wiring gets a little crossed and suddenly causing pain seems like a great hobby. A great number of people have been diagnosed with sadistic disorder, and if you notice that someone is purposefully being wicked and mean to you, then they may be sadistic. Some serial killers like Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy have also been diagnosed with this condition. Generally, trying to get a solid number of people with this condition would be like trying to count how many invisible friends are in the room.
6.
A little impossible. Narcissistic.
Who's sadistic? Who got sadistic personality disorder? I did. I'm like so sadistic. Nuggy is a sadist. Nuggy likes setting up knives and hurting everybody. I don't mean to hurt them. They just won't stop screaming. You sound like you're something else. Close, but no cigar. I'm more masochistic, to be honest. Well, why do you think we're doing this? We're trying to find the fucking hot people in here. Right? Right. Need me a sadistic personality disorder to discipline my masochistic personality disorder. Oh, yeah. Self-contained.
Imagine if your ego was a balloon constantly inflating until it took up an entire room. That's basically what narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, is like. You would literally feel like you're the star of the entire show and everyone...
I literally fucking am. Look, they're an audience here to watch me. So yes, that's not a fucking disorder that I perceive reality accurately.
Else is just lucky to be in the crowd of that show.
Amen.
People with this disorder would exaggerate their achievements and talents.
I don't have to. I mean, they're already incredible.
Expecting to be recognized as superior for no reason.
Not for no reason. I don't expect to be recognized as superior for no reason. I expect to be recognized as superior because I fucking am. Thank you.
Their minds, they feel as important as someone who won an Olympic gold medal for sprinting.
Why? No? Why would I feel as important as that fucking pitiful, like, some motherfucker can run fast? You think I think that low of myself? That I put myself on the low bar of an Olympic gold medalist? No. Way higher than that.
Even if they've never set foot on a track.
This is most YouTubers. This is all YouTubers. This is every single YouTuber. YouTube is basically just a net trawling through the sea, gathering up narcissism. That's what YouTube's function is. To gather all of the narcissism to itself.
A person with this disorder will crave attention and admiration like plants crave sunlight. You would also be a master manipulator and would not think twice before using people as a stepping stone to achieve your selfish goals. In fact, you would be entirely convinced that people should be honored to help you. The crazy thing is that despite their outward appearance of supreme confidence, individuals with NPD often have fragile self-esteem. They're hypersensitive to criticism and can react with rage or contempt to perceived slights. It's like their ego is a beautiful balloon that looks robust but can be popped by the tiniest...
So here's the difference between me and these people. So what this is really, this is a disorder for people who think they're as good as me, even though they're not. So it's delusional is the problem. They're not actually as good as I am. Got it.
Pin of criticism.
Sadly, so which one of you motherfuckers is a narcissistic personality disorder sufferer? Who here has got narcissistic personality disorder? I clearly don't. I got the goods to back this shit up. I legitimately am fucking great. So what about you guys? Anybody here who thinks they're great but fucking really isn't? Then again, I guess if you're deluded into thinking you were great, you'd never fucking know, would you? You just sit there talking about how great you were all the while, not even being aware that you're not really that great. Fucking pitiful. Losers.
This condition
So
is
no
often
one's gonna
rooted in
admit to having
childhood
it.
trauma, but most narcissists are simply just born that way. It's like their ego is literally too big for their brain. It's estimated that about 1% of the general population has this disorder.
Dope.
And that's approximately 75 million people worldwide. Although treatment for NPD is possible, the first step is getting the narcissist to admit there might be a problem. And this is like trying to convince a peacock it's not the prettiest bird in the forest.
In fairness, the peacock is the prettiest bird in the forest. Right? Like, what's prettier than the peacock, bro? You got something else that's that resplendent? I don't think so. I ain't seen no
Antisocial
motherfucking pigeon looking like that.
personality disorder. Now, imagine you're in a situation where everybody is complaining about how selfish you are. Your mom, dad, and siblings are all coming together to list all your bad habits and explain why they always feel like they're being exploited and manipulated by you. But the truth
I feel so seen.
is, you don't even care. This is because you have antisocial personality disorder, which basically turns you into a mean, cold, and uncaring person who would go to any means to get what they want, even if it means manipulating, deceiving, and stepping all over the feelings of other people. It's like your moral compass is broken and just points to me, myself, and I. You literally only do things that
I mean, I think they spelled this wrong, dude. This ain't antisocial personality disorder. This is based order right here. What's wrong with this? Little self-concern in the world is now a disorder. What am I supposed to, who am I supposed to put first? Other people? Supposed to be going around the world, oh, just give me, let me just bend over backwards for everybody else. They ain't looking out for me. I gotta look out for myself. That's how the world works. You don't like it? Fuck you. That's not a disorder. How's that a disorder? This sounds like the fucking behavior and symptoms of a highly fucking effective individual to me. And in fact, isn't it known that a lot of CEOs and teachers and doctors and lawyers and people with high levels of achievement are antisocial personality disorder? Doesn't really seem like a disorder if the people who have it are rising to the fucking top of society, does it? How's that a fucking disorder? Oh, it's that disorder you have where you're fucking successful and awesome. Oops.
fit you personally and don't care about any rules or regulations. In fact, you always make sure to break all of them. A person with this
I don't go
disorder
out of my way. I'm not just like breaking a rule to break it, but if it's stupid, you know, little civil disobedience, I mean, what the hell? You never challenge the rules can never change.
would treat others like NPCs in their personal video game. It's as if you
laissez-faire, mi amor, c'est la vie, bitch. What am I supposed to do? Supposed to go out there and look at every schmuck on the street and go, oh, you're a fully fledged human being to me, buddy. I understand your struggles. I know what's going on inside your heart. Bullshit. If I did that, I'd be a fucking nervous wreck. Oh, shit, what do they think of me? Bullshit. They are NPCs. Bunch of fucking robots out there. You can even observe them behaving like NPCs, man. They'll do the same shit. They'll react exactly the same way to the same scenario over and over and over again, just like a fucking machine. They don't have no fucking lateral thinking. They don't have no creative thinking. Did you know, like, something like 50% of people don't even have an internal monologue, for fuck's sake? If that's not an NPC, what is?
skipped the How to Be a Decent Human Being 101 class in life school. The worst of it all is that you actually never accept the blame for stuff because you're convinced that everyone else is definitely the problem. So,
I mean, look, if the shoe fits, man, I can't help that I'm a fucking flawless being with no faults and no failings. I can't help it. I was born that way. I mean, I wish I had some kind of fault. I wish I had some kind of failing so that other people could get the sense that I fucked up sometimes. Unfortunately, it's just not there.
So you basically have zero empathy, no respect, and take no accountability for your actions. Avoidant personality.
Sounds pretty base to me. I'll have that one. That's mine. I'm taking that one. I'll take the antisocial personality disorder. No one else can have that. That one's mine.
Personality disorder. Let's say you're a 20.
Yeah, my only failing is that I have no failing. My only imperfection is that I'm too perfect and it makes others jealous of my greatness.
24-year-old man, and all your life you've never had a...
Why? Once again, why is he 24? Why does he need to be 24? I don't understand why he need to be... Why does he need to be a guy? Can't you just, like, use a gender and age neutral, like, you? Whatever.
Single friend that's not your parent or sibling. This is because, to you, the whole world just looks like one big scary playground.
Okay, no kayfabe, I have this. Ooh! Let's fucking figure out Nuggie. All right. We now delve into the mind of the nugget.
Avoidant personality disorder. Let's say you're a 24-year-old man, and all your life you've never had a single friend that's not your parent or sibling.
Nuggie, are you 24? Are you 24, Nuggie? Because it says right here, people with avoidant personality disorder are 24. And last I heard, you're in your 30s. So, you want to explain yourself, Nuggie? Maybe your real disorder is chronic lie disease, huh?
This is because, to you, the whole world just looks like one big scary playground. So you'd rather hide in your shell like a turtle than risk going into the world. To you, social situations feel like you're being sent into a room with the devil himself. So instead of meeting new people and engaging in small talk, you'd rather defuse a bomb or wrestle an alligator. While the fear of rejection is pretty normal for most people, you've practically turned it into your arch nemesis and have taken necessary steps to avoid it, like the Black Death. It's like your brain has literally turned into an overprotective bodyguard who's constantly whispering, "Danger! Danger! Social interaction ahead!" Now, the frustrating part about living with this personality disorder is...
Is it not self-evident what the frustrating part of living with this personality disorder would be? You're scared of everything! The world is a nightmare! Now, the downside is, like, I think we get it, man. I think we got that figured out. I think the context clues helped us piece the puzzle together.
Is that deep down, you actually crave connection, but you're so...
Was that not implied? Okay.
Scared of being judged and rejected that you think it's best to keep everyone out. Self-defeating personality.
All right, that one's Nuggies. No one else can have that. Sorry, if anyone else felt like that described you, you should have jumped on it sooner. Next one's self-defeating. Okay? Tucker White, you know what? I'm just giving it to you. This is kind of me. No, this is you. You're self-defeating. I've decided. Tucker White's self-defeating. We don't even need to look at it. We know he's got it. He's a piece of shit. He self-defeats.
Comfortable staying unhappy and sad.
Yep, that's him.
Being an overly critical parents who are to think you deserve nothing good and all your self-confidence has been taken away.
Yep, that's Tucker.
Tragedy. Paranoid personality disorder.
Well, Paul's got this one. We already know. That's Paul. Well, let's just listen and make sure, I guess. But
in the society we live in today, it is very normal
down.
To be scared and suspicious of people because you can never really know. But someone with this paranoid personality disorder would turn that fear and suspicion into an everyday lifestyle. According to you, if you have this disorder, everybody is out to get and harm you. Even the two people walking down the road minding their own business, or the friend who forgot to text you back, is definitely plotting your downfall. It's like you've basically turned into a human suspicion detector who sees threats and danger everywhere, even when there's no real reason to be scared. You see, because of your irrational fear and mistrust of everyone, you would be constantly in a state of high...
I actually don't think Paul has this that bad. I know, I mean, he gets a little weird about certain people. So I think he got a little touch of paranoia. But now that I'm really hearing the symptoms, I'm glad we actually listened, because I actually don't think Paul got this that bad. Maybe he's hiding it better than I think. But I don't think he displays too much of this. Maybe a touch.
Emotional and physical alert, which can honestly be very exhausting.
So someone else can have this one. If you want to be the paranoiac in the group,
to relax
let me know.
Because you think everybody is an enemy. This personality disorder would also turn you into a very hostile, argumentative, and aggressive person. Histrionic.
All right, who wants paranoia? Present resident. All right, it's called
personality disorder. So, your friend was getting married and all the bridesmaids were supposed to dress in pink. Now, everybody knows how rude it is to wear white to another person's wedding, but you ignore all of that and still wear your lace white flowing gown. You even do your hair and makeup to resemble the bride. The truth is, you can't seem to help yourself.
How did they know in advance what the bride was going to be wearing for hair and makeup? Is that divulged? I didn't know that.
You have histrionic personality disorder, which basically makes you love attention as much as you need oxygen to breathe. You're basically...
Chelsea, if you're still watching at this point, who is this? Because we know someone with this for sure. Faux show. And you should know exactly who the f*** it is.
A walking, talking exclamation point that everything you do has to be loud and noticed. You'll wear the most elaborate outfits even if you're just popping into the corner store for a bottle of milk. You would also be emotionally unstable and volatile. Your feelings for people would be as shallow as a fish pond, and you'd be excessively dramatic even in situations that don't call for drama. It's like everything has to be a huge soap opera for it to make sense to you. This disorder is often a mix of nature and nurture, so while most people are born this way, the environment and lifestyle they grow up in often enable their behavior. Every single person in this world needs to have someone they depend on, either for financial, physical, or emotional support. It's a pretty normal thing to do, but for someone
it ain't Scotty.
With dependent personality disorder, their need to depend on people is cranked up to the highest and then multiplied by 10,000. A person with this condition would have an excessive need to be taken care of by others. You know how people attend to a newborn baby? This is exactly how they expect to be treated. They're like emotional koalas, clinging to you as if they're...
All right, who here is the dependent? We all understand what the hell this is. Who here is the fucking little dependent bitch? Your brother? All right. Nope. Krista's brother already got it, paying media or whatever the fuck. Tell me how to pronounce your name, by the way. I need to know how to pronounce your name.
Life dependent
but Krista's brother already took
Now,
the slot.
aside from the fact that you are totally fine with another person making every single decision for you, even down to the color of your underwear for the day, you are also okay
my dog, everyone's dog is like this,
with letting people walk all over you. Obsessive-compulsive personality disorder. With obsessive-compulsive personality disorder, your brain is practically like a super strict teacher who's obsessed with rules, order, and getting A++ on everything. You'll be...
Oof. That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds almost worse than Nuggies. Nuggie, yours is the worst. Of all the fucking mental disorders, yours is you chose a shitty one, dude. Why'd you pick that one? Get the fucking... I mean, you should have snatched up some of that antisocial personality disorder. Treat everyone like an NPC. Walk around the world with a blameless sense of entitlement. I'm God. I don't give a shit. Other people are just trash. Instead, you're cowering. Oh, no, I'm scared of the world. That's a shitty one. Why'd you pick that one? Even OCD is better. At least so far. Maybe it'll get worse.
On a never-ending quest for the holy grail of perfectionism and will not stop until every single thing in your life is properly fit and categorized in size, shape, and color. It's not just about
you
keeping
OCD,
things
Nikki?
neat. It's an all-consuming need.
Nikki's claiming OCD.
For control that can seriously impact your life and relationships. Your brain is like an internal drill sergeant.
Nope, Romeo, you can't have it. It's already been claimed. Nikki already took it. You gotta pick a different one. There's not many left. You better fucking jump on. If you don't pick one by the end of this video, you can't have one. All right, there's one per customer.
Who's always on duty, barking orders about how things should be done, and you are compelled to follow. Over time, a person with this personality would find it very difficult to throw away old, worn-out stuff and buy new ones, and this would lead to a form of hoarding behavior. You'd often worry about sticking to your rules, schedules, and to-do lists, and would even look at them over and over again until you're sure everything is checked and done. And even when everything on your list has been accomplished, you'll still just create more work for yourself. It will literally look like you're allergic to relaxation. Schizotypal personality disorder.
All right. We don't have many left. I think this might even be the last one. There was only a couple. I think there's one or two left. So anyone want to jump on this early, now's your chance.
Let's say you're a 20-year-old girl and all
Why always the arbitrary ages?
your life people have called you a weirdo or a freak because of how you dress, speak, or think. However, it's not really your fault for being different.
All right, who claimed it first? I think Peng got it. All right, Peng, you got this one. You're a schizotypal personality disorder.
Because you have schizotypal personality.
Oh, wait. Nikki's vacating OCD. Someone can grab OCD if they want it. Right, Maguera. Or marijuana. You get OCD, I guess.
Personality disorder, which basically makes you see the world in a really unique way, and you'll think and act differently from most people. You might believe in things that others.
This is just special snowflake disorder. I believe wacky. I'm so quirky. Whatever. That's not even disorder. This one's void. I don't like it. It's trash disorder. All right. I'm good. I've done enough for you motherfuckers. I can go now.